Hey everyone. So not too long ago we did a video on my own personal T15 and like how I have it set up that way and why, and you guys really like that for whatever reason. So we're gonna do it again, only this time I'm gonna cover my personal FSC, my sidearm. And most of the things on this, most of the things I'm gonna point out, almost all of them you can get from Defcon Paintball gear.com. So like if you want that, check it out. If you can't get it from us, then I'll let you know where you can get it, if you can get it. And yeah, I'm just gonna jump right into it. So this is my FSC, this is my sidearm. I do have it set up very much for like a sidearm. Like I don't play a lot of games. I don't really play any games where it's like, this is the only thing I'm using. I would probably do some things differently if it was my only marker, but like it's very much a sidearm for me. That being said, since it's a sidearm, I don't have it here, but I do use the First Strike Fsc Holster. If you have an FSC, it's kind of the best holster you can get. It like really holds onto the thing, comes out really easily when you want it to, but like does not come out when you don't want it to, because that would be bad. So that's the holster I use. As for all the stuff on the outside, I do have one of these rubber pistol grips. These are really, really nice. They just add a little bit of texturized rubber to it so that you can actually grip it a little bit better. When these get wet or like covered in mud or anything, the grip can be a little bit slippery, so that deals with that, which is nice. I do have an aluminum magazine release. Now this is the Lapco aluminum magazine release, but First Strike does make their own version of it. Highly, highly recommend it. The plastic one can wear out and you can have issues with your magazines coming out when you don't want them to. If you get the aluminum one, that goes away. So like very strongly recommend like get that mag release. It deals with potential future problems that you might have. The sights I have on here are actually some little, I'll call them illuminated sights. It's basically the same sights as the FSC normally has, only there's these little tiny like plastic tubes in them that allows light to come through. So essentially they just kind of glow for you. If you're like playing in anything other than pitch black, they're basically glowing as the light is coming through, and it makes it really, really easy to sight them up. These you can get from Angler Custom, or at least that's where I got them. So if you're looking for those, they're really nice. I like them. They're super affordable. And yeah, they just make it a little bit easier to sight up your marker. As for the barrel, which is honestly like the most important part, I am running a Nemesis barrel. I am running a Nemesis barrel without the front tip though. So if you're familiar with the Nemesis barrels, the front tip with all the porting really does make them work the best. And I don't run that. And the reason for that is, as I said earlier, this is a sidearm to me. I'm really not gonna be trying to make like a 150-foot shot with this with a First Strike like that. I'm just not gonna do that. So to me, I would rather have it be like smaller and more compact versus having the best possible accuracy. Without the tip, it's still really accurate. It's really nice for round ball and First Strikes. Not gonna be as good as if I'd left the ported tip on there, but that's gonna add like another 4 inches to the end of the pistol, which is not ideal for me. Most of the times when I draw this thing, it's in some kind of close quarter situation. Most of the times it's in like a building or something like that. So I'm gonna be shooting at somebody who's like maximum like 20 feet away. So I don't need it to be like perfectly accurate. I want it to be accurate. I don't want it to be inaccurate, but like I'm willing to sacrifice like 4 inches off a barrel in order to basically keep the thing much smaller. The main reason for that is for the last 12 years or so on, I was running a Tiberius T8 for my sidearm and then a Tiberius T8.1. So if you're familiar with those are really big. They are really big, they're really chunky, they're like that long. So when I got the opportunity to get something that's like much, much shorter, much more compact, I took it. I need it to be as small as possible. That's what I want from it. On the subject of small as possible, I do run just the regular 6-round mags. There are, of course, extended mags available, but me personally, I would rather keep it small, keep it tight, and just go with the 6-round mags, because again, it's a sidearm. If I was just using this thing in just like, that's my primary, I don't have any other markers on me for a game, I would probably use the extended mags and put the tip back on the Nemesis barrel just to get the best performance, but this is something that I'll go a whole day of playing and draw like once. So I really just want it to be as small as possible. And that's pretty much it. You know, there's not much to it. It's just an FSC with an Emmy barrel and a couple of nice little attachments on it. But I really, really like it. This pistol makes me very, very happy. But what do you guys think? Did you enjoy this? Do you want to see more stuff like this? What do you guys have for your FSC setups? Like, how do you do it? Like, do you have a cool setup or a cool build that like you want to talk about? You should talk about it in the comments. And if you can like and subscribe, always appreciated. And thanks for watching.